Hi, this is Ann Holloran, Principal of New Hampton Community School, and welcome to a tour of our building. So now we're in our multi-purpose room. You'll notice that our multi-purpose room serves breakfast and lunch, but it also has our kitchen. Our kitchen lacked a lot of storage for food prep and just keeping food. In here we also do our assemblies, and stage is stored PE equipment and OT equipment up on the stage. So again, some lack of space. You can see our ceiling in here is too low, and we have that wonderful post in the middle with the green mat around it, and so we don't have physical education in here. So our students in the winter go down to the prep school or on rainy days because we don't have a gym facility here right at our school. Now we're in our library, also our computer lab where our ICT teacher teaches out of. You can see out back. We have a great library with a lot of books, but the space and the ability to teach and give out library books is pretty congested in here when you add students. Also, this is our place where our color copier is located. So again, in many opportunities here in New Hampton, we store equipment or have equipment in places where teaching and learning takes place. And this is one of those places again, which we combine things into one room. Now we're headed into our nurse's office. You can see this area is pretty cramped for, again, students getting serviced in here, getting needs in here. We don't have a shower. We don't have proper storage in here. Also in this area of the building, we don't have adequate ventilation. So you'll see there's a portable ventilation system that's in this small office to help with the airflow. Also, there's no bathroom in here. So again, for student needs, this space is really lacking in how we need to be able to support many of our students. Here's another one of our small closets where we keep storage of supplies. It also is the way up to our roof. So again, pretty tight in here. It's hard to organize things, pretty dark and dungy. We're moving into what we now call our faculty room. But again, at New Hampton Community School, we have many places that have dual roles. So this also is where we have our IEP meetings and different conference meetings. Our data meetings take place in here. It's where our faculty eats their lunch. But again, if we have meetings during that time, then our faculty needs to be in a different place. You'll also notice the laminator lives in here, along with our copier. So again, several uses of just this one room. So now we're moving into our faculty bathroom. But again, in our faculty bathroom, wow, here's our server for the whole entire school. This area is not ventilated well. The servers overheat throughout the year. And again, just isn't conducive for privacy for people, for adults. If they have to work on the server, then we don't have a bathroom for our faculty for a while. Here's another example of our lack of storage space. We have some cleaning equipment that is out in our hallways due to, again, the lack of storage space for our custodial staff. Now we're entering room 2. Room 2 is our interventionist area. We do an amazing job sharing this room. We have 4 adults working out of this room, our literacy specialist, special education teacher, and 2 interventionists. So this is a great community learning space, but what we're missing here are small rooms that maybe could be offset this so that when our teachers need to work independently with students, they can have a nice quiet space to do that. They could do some testing in those quiet areas, along with making those parent phone calls that they need to make as a special education teacher. So again, this is a great space. We're using it well, but we're lacking those small areas of office space for these teachers in here. We're now going into our shared space where we have our OT, occupational therapist, and speech pathology teachers work out of this area. Again, it's a combined area. They have great teamwork and they collaborate with each other well, but again, we're missing that space where they can quietly work with independent students or even small groups of students. It gets pretty crammed in here. When Karen, our speech person, wants to work with more than 2 or 3 students, it gets really crowded. And really, we don't have that capability to do it in this space. So here's our girls' bathroom for grades 1 to 5. Again, nice and bright and colorful and has some great wording on the walls. But again, it's just 3 stalls. And then the sink, if we keep walking over to the sink, it's hard sometimes for our little first graders trying to reach the faucets in here. So we have the stool on the side again. We're fortunate we don't have a lot of accidents of them falling off the stool, but it would be nice to have it at varying heights so all of our students could access both the soap and the water. All right, now we're headed into the boys' bathroom. Again, grades 1 to 5 use this bathroom. Again, you'll see that we have just two stalls in here, and then a couple urinals. Again, our custodian has an area here where she is storing some of her cleaning equipment that we use during lunchtime and during various times throughout the day. Now we're moving into one of our classrooms. This is our 5th grade classroom. Some things you'll notice and that we got feedback from our teachers and students was our lack of outlets. So as we're using technology and as students and teachers are using our great technology that we have in our district, the inability to charge them and use them, and the ability for the teacher to reorganize her classroom is very challenging due to our lack of outlets. Also, as the kids get bigger in this classroom, and it gets a little tighter come springtime in these classrooms. This is our 1st grade classroom. The students are doing great working, but you can see in our primary classrooms we have a lack of space. And again, it comes back to storage. We have the students in their cubbies are in this classroom. And then if you move on over, this is their rug area, which is again pretty tight for academic learning to take place. And also in here, the teacher really doesn't have great places to do some small group instruction. So we have that one little table over here that can seat for about 4 students. But again, with a larger classroom and maybe with a different configuration with the cubbies, we would be able to have better flexibility of instruction for this classroom and for our students. As we exit our building, please notice that although we have a buzz-in system, once someone gets through our front door, you can come into our school and go anywhere. So again, we don't have that safe front entrance to our building, which is really important nowadays in our society. So thank you very much for spending some time at our school, and I appreciate you looking and seeing the needs we have in each of our elementary schools. Take care.